The average view duration on this video, 7 minutes and 5 seconds. It's a 20-minute video. I actually play the instrument. I'm a musician. Come on. And you mean to tell me? Nah. If you watch the entire video, it is going to help you. I got this comment on YouTube, and it was from at Helvetica Woes, and I'll read it one more time. And so the comment was this: not gonna lie, I get what you're saying, but man, if I'm honest, it's extremely demotivating as a musician to see you pushing AI music so hard. I get it can be used as a tool, but you've shown how this can do most of the work with a tiny bit of know-how. This isn't supposed to come across as harsh, but I feel like it's easier to push AI when you've already made it and don't have to worry about the whole career side of music anymore. For someone who's working hard at their craft, and seeing you basically advertise new ways for anyone to bypass the hard work makes me less motivated. IDK, I originally subbed to watch tutorials because you've clearly put a lot of work into getting extremely good at beat making. But a lot of the tutorials you put out, a lot of the sample making ones, for example, are made kind of pointless when the next video you put out is about an AI bot that can craft any kind of sample you specify. I think AI is inevitable. 2, but I expected it to be pushed by the corporations and not the dudes I looked up to for making music. Okay, so with saying this, I responded to his comment and basically said this: I appreciate your honesty and understand how this can be demotivating. As a musician, allow me to share a perspective, and I'll also make a video to elaborate on this as well. This is that video, by the way. For starters, your God-given abilities as a musician can't be replaced. No matter what technology comes out in the next 50 to 60 years, all technology derives from human creativity. It's about finding more efficient ways to create what we desire. AI, like any tool, is intended to push the boundaries of what we can creatively achieve, making our work even better. I've also made over 500 videos before mentioning AI in my workflow. This video isn't about replacing the traditional skills, but about exploring how we can use new tools to enhance our creativity. I think of AI as a way to expand our potential, not diminish it. First and foremost, I want to address a few things that were said here so there's no confusion. And I think I said it before the stream crapped out on me. But for one, I don't want anybody to think while you're watching the stream that I'm an extremely rich guy. I'm pretty moderate. I sell my sounds and my tools, and what they allow me to do is to be able to have a home and do it again every day. So I'm going to be completely transparent and human with you guys watching this right now. So what's absolutely unique about this comment is I don't feel like I have made it, because what I have slowly come to realize about music, and I think as you guys who watch this and as anybody who else watches my content, I want you guys to know there is no destination in this music thing. Because the realization that I have had, and I know a lot of my other counterparts, you can look at K Trinata and everybody else, there is a goalpost that we have succeeded. And once we have succeeded that goalpost, it doesn't stop. And I want you guys to know the journey, yes, the journey is the goal. And what I don't want anybody to think when they watch these videos of me is that I'm purely just trying to show off what I can do, but I want to be able to utilize this time and this space to be able to empower those watching that they can do the same thing too. I know for a fact, and this is actually something that's very unique. Crash just said in the chat, I know music won't get me rich, but I can also do it for the love. Crash, I'm glad you said it that way, because this is literally the only reason I make music and beat videos. It's because I love it. What we do as musicians, there is a responsibility. There's an integrity here for what we do. And I don't want to let anybody off the hook when I say this, because I you know what? I'm going to say this because I know I've been very nice. I know I've been very, very, very nice, but I have to call this out. I have to call this mindset out, because unless we're made aware that this is what we do it to ourselves. I don't think we all realize this, but every once in a while, we, and me, myself included, I have done this to myself before. I have looked at what someone else has and think they have made it, not recognizing that just possibly, quite probably, the life that we think they're living is nothing like what we expect. If you look at my life right now, right? I'm in a pretty solid space right now. I'm pretty decent, okay? But a lot of the hard work that I've been doing with beat videos and making music, if there's anything that you have got from my videos, it is that I show up every day and work. Whenever I am here on this stream, this is a form of work, but it's not work to like, I want to be able to get paid. I work because I love it. I love being a musician. I love making music. I love this thing. Even if you were to take money out of it, I would do it broke. I've done it broke. I did it when I had $0 in my bank account. Okay. I did this exactly what I'm doing, what I'm showing you guys whenever I go live on the stream. I have done this when I had nothing but friends and people who wanted to make music too. Okay. I don't come from a family that makes a lot of money. This home was bought after having 5 years of consistent labor, not even sleeping in a bed. I slept on that futon for 6 years until I could get my own mattress. Like, my back was riddled with problems, you know? Would have stopped often if I didn't love doing it. Yes, and I think, and this is why I say we do it to ourselves. I think if we do it to ourselves, even something like demotivating, I totally understand watching me play an instrument and then throwing it into the AI and then boom. Bro, I'm doing the exact same work that I've been doing since 2019. No. Let me go back. 2017. I'm not doing anything different. The only thing that has changed as each year goes on, I have learned new information that has expanded what I can do. If money did not get in the way, would you still do it? Matter of fact, I just want to just say this because I feel led to say this right now. No matter what technology comes out in the next 50 to 60 years, I don't care if AI comes up with a person that can play every instrument top to bottom. I will never, one, allow a machine to outplay me. And then two, I will never allow this God-given ability to be replaced, because it can't. Your God-given ability can't be replaced. And I think it's so easy to get caught up in these machines that can, oh, look at what this thing can do. Drum machines have been around for years. And imagine how drummers felt in the 80s when the Lin machine literally came out and was like, you could program. Drummers were out of a job when Prince got a hold of that thing. But you know what? Did it stop drummers from going to try and play for Prince for his concerts? No. What it did was it made drummers become more accurate, and it made drummers and musicians adapt. We have to learn how to adapt, because every 10 years, something brand new comes around that changes the way that we think about things. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're demotivated watching my videos, but demotivation isn't something that I specialize in. I don't even use that word. And the reason why I say we do it to ourselves is because if demotivation is what is created when you see what I'm doing, could it just possibly be that this is an awareness that we need to tap in more to what we do? And I'm telling you this I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this because I've learned through 3 different decades of more fulfilling than when you get it right. Yes, it's more fulfilling when you do get it right, because maybe on the 1,000th try, someone sees it and it's like not it, but on that 1,002nd try, you've got it. But demotivation isn't something that I specialize. So for those that understand that AI music is an augmentation tool, I don't think anybody recognizes this, but the bigger corporations don't care about guys like me. They want to take what I'm doing and then replace. But here's the craziest part. I'm constantly learning and getting better. I've been doing that for the last 7 years. And I've been around. You can ask people. You can ask homies. I've been around for years, y'all. And my whole rap sheet has been with me expanding and learning how to get better. And none of this by any means literally means that I'm gonna be like success. Like, bro, success is literally seeing that you guys are using my sounds and someone else is getting like that thing, you know? The Jedi way. Yeah, I am so baffled that the thing that we love, something that has no love for it, is changing the way that we approach music. If we just did it because we had joy about it and we didn't care about AI, would you still do it? If AI didn't exist, they could get rid of AI tomorrow. I don't care. I'm staying in this room until I crack that code on the next song I want to make. Like, I don't care. And so I say this because there's a level of integrity. There's a responsibility that I have as a creator who watches. I'm a musician that watches other musicians play. And what's even crazier is I practice with AI. So I'm taking my own ideas. I'm like, how can I think a little bit deeper than that? Maybe this AI is making me. I actually find ways to crack the machine. I constantly do that because I love this thing so much that I refuse to allow a machine to replace my God-given ability, because it was given to you for a reason. It was. And I actually have proof of it. Hold on, So there's this scripture. John 10:10, it says here, the thief comes to only steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and life to the full. Now, what's so unique about this is I'm recognizing that even though this tool has the ability to make stuff, nobody creatively has taken the power from the tool and been like, oh, nah. They don't understand music like I do. Maybe it might understand this, but what if I cracked out the machine to do this? What if I cracked out the machine to do this? Because personally to me, I found that my ability has been being pushed. I don't know about you guys, but my ability has been literally pushed. And all of this emotionally charged jargon that I'm spewing at you right now really comes down to this. Where is your joy? What was that thing? What was that thing that made you fall in love with music in the first place? Where is that? What happened to that? And like literally for where you are right now, if you make music, if you make beats, if you're a musician, if you're creative, if you play an instrument, if you know how to rap, if you know how to sing, if you know how to, I don't care what AI development comes out in the next few months. None of that mattered when you found music and you loved it. Money didn't matter. Engagement on Instagram didn't matter. YouTube algorithms didn't matter. Literally, none of those things mattered. But what made you happy in that moment? And what's crazy is me messing with AI and allowing it to tweak my creativity a little bit has actually been challenging me to get better at what I do. And so I'm literally sitting, what was the name of this joint? It's called Mercy. It's off the new album. But yes, craft ideas like make the sounds original. Yes, like I sit here and I'm like, I have an idea, but I need something that can pull more out of what I'm doing. And current, my God, you're literally the embodiment of what AI can do. Like the fact that you can do it without it, for anybody who doesn't know Current's music, I highly suggest you guys to listen to everything this man has posted at all. Current, if you haven't checked out his music in the Discord, he makes the most incredible music you will ever hear. Things you won't even... And you mean to tell me there's a machine out there? Oh, this brother can give you more and stems. And and the beautiful thing is, you don't have to tell him to do it. It's because he loves it. Like he loves it. And Current, we all know you love it. The love of what you do should outshine anything that comes in between it. And so, just to revisit this comment so I don't sound like I'm like going off on a tangent, this gentleman said, and quote, if I'm honest, it's extremely demotivating as a musician to see you pushing AI music so hard. I've made 500 videos about sampling and making beats. My entire channel. Bro, hold on. Before we go crazy, I'm gonna just point out the obvious. If you go to my YouTube page, if you really want to get deep into it, if you just scroll, I've made 500 there's 500 videos, more than that, 500 plus. Between last August and right now, there's 500 videos of me talking about how I produce music before even AI was like a thing. I talked about videos. I talked about Madlib and Depeche Mode. Like, I'm giving y'all game. Homie hit a nerve with that comment. I don't understand. Look at how much stuff I've talked about. So here's the craziest thing. AI should not be a means to discourage you. AI should literally be a means to tell you as a creator, a maker, a musician, I don't care who you are. If you're watching this right now, the number one thing you need to be having is joy when you make stuff, because that's what got you here in the first place. How do you think we met? What makes me stay on Twitch stream for 5 hours trying to tweak a sample? Like, I'm enamored with this. And I had a thought about it, bro. I had a really deep thought. All of my greatest connections never came because of money. I've never had to pay a dime for a feature. Never had to. Really demotivating as a grand piano player, you push synthesizer so much. Like, you know how crazy that sounds, Rare? Do you know how crazy that sounds? That's crazy. Like, what? I'm a musician. BBL Drizzy a hit because of AI. I use it in music. Use in music is inevitable. And he's still dropping more today. So you mean to tell me someone right now is sitting down generating these crazy ideas? And as a creator, you're not gonna at least challenge it by saying like, no, I got something that's way better than this. I got something that's cold. That's why I told y'all about the whole concept of doing these gauntlet challenge beats where basically you take 30 minutes. You take 30 minutes and you create something and you do it 2 more times and you do that consistently throughout a year. You might end up with 500 beats that are just cool ideas that you could go back and pull from. That's literally something you could do. You don't have to pay money for that. You just got to spend time. And that's what this music thing is meant for. It's meant for time and pressure, because time and pressure creates diamonds. We do it to ourselves. We really do. And it's so, I don't want to say it's demotivating for me, but imagine creating 500 videos that is specifically angled for a creative to watch what I'm doing and literally copy it. If you use Ableton, you can copy everything I'm doing. If you don't use Ableton, you can copy everything I'm doing. This whole YouTube thing that I created was meant and intended for you to copy what I'm doing. Literally everything was intended to copy. How to create endless hi-hat swing. This beat needs arrangement and more. You can take all these things and become the person that you want to become. Now, here's the craziest part about the whole thing. This is just a fraction of how my mind works. The reason is because I spent so much time. I've spent so much time. And what makes me want to spend time is because I have so much fun in it. I have so much fun. I don't care if a machine tomorrow could guarantee me the #1 best song on the planet by typing in 8 words. I'm still gonna sit in this room and create everything I possibly can because that is what I was put on this planet to do. And maybe, because the last several videos I've uploaded have definitely been about AI, I am not discrediting that at all. I for sure have talked about AI, but the reason is this. The reason is simply because when we don't understand how it works, the corporations will create what we think about it. Literally, they're gonna create the way that we think about how to handle this. They're creating the narrative, bro. They're creating it. And someone that doesn't speak for corporations, I speak for me. I speak for the people who follow what I'm doing and the integrity that I hold as a musician, that we have so much power that we aren't using. The power relies in us. Like, as a designer, it helps my job, a corporate job. I put too much thought into my last message, long message short, no need to get demotivated by others' actions. And honestly, since we gonna get that, let me go ahead and dive one more step deeper. And then after that, I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of motivating facts. Demotivation? I had to ask, where does demotivation come from? And I'm gonna pose that question to you guys. Where does demotivation come from? Does demotivation come from someone doing something that motivates them? Or if you see that others are motivated, but you see there's a percentage of people that aren't motivated, could it be that demotivation is internal? And I say that because we really got to look at where things are coming from within our own minds. And the only reason I'm talking to y'all about this, talking like this, is because I consider y'all the best producers in the world. So when you have the best producers in the world come together every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and we have done this for 3 years, guys. 3 years. For 3 years, I have talked about the Discord community, the Makers Club being the most incredible group of assembled musicians and producers that this planet has. There's literally nobody like what we do. Like, we're different. We stand out. Crash X Fleet says intimidation, doubt, both. Rare Species says, you know what? Forcing the funk. Exactly. Oh my gosh, don't force the funk. It is my motto. And so I say all this to say, where is your joy? Because if your joy isn't coming from inside of you, you're gonna be looking for external factors to affirm a joy for you. And the one beautiful thing about this music thing is I've never once had to seek for that joy anywhere else. Maybe the world has a way of saying, hey, you know, you need to find joy in this thing. And then it's not the thing, it's the fact that you found solace in that thing. I find solace sitting in this room, creating things. And what's funny is the moment that my ego, the moment that my ego got destroyed about like 4 years ago when the pandemic like really hit, I realized like, yo, I need to use my people skills, bro. I realized I need to like kill this ego, allow it to be able to shape me in a space where I recognize I'm not the star of this show. It's not about me. When y'all watch me, it's not about me. Y'all are watching me because y'all want to get better at music too. Just like I want to get better at music too. We all trying to get better, bro. We all trying to progressively get to that next step. And every time you watch me on the stream, I'm practicing, I'm learning something brand new. Y'all are showing me something and I'm learning it and I'm adapting it to my own vocabulary. So the next time I'm in a room making beats with somebody, I could pull something from what we've been doing for the last 3 years. We got 3 years worth of music. 3 years. There's literally nobody like us. So to go back to this comment, I'm gonna just really address this. I can be used as a tool, but you've shown how this can do most of the work with a tiny bit of know-how. I know the fact that we are musicians, sir. It's even though someone's gonna sit down and type out, I want a chord progression. And I've been talking about this lately too. There's more to life than a 2-5-1. Musicians, if you play guitar, you play keys, there's more to life than a 2-5-1. Understand that AI was literally created to break that. There's more than a 2-5-1. You can get a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper. Hanging out, just listening to you create is a blessing to me. Honestly, bro, it's a blessing to share it with you guys, but I have so much joy when I create. Where is your joy? And if your joy isn't coming from inside, you need to go take some words that you've been telling yourself that aren't necessarily true. Maybe your feelings are real, but if it isn't true, replace it with a fact and you can change the way that you feel. You can. I know it because I've seen it happen on a daily basis. And honestly, I know there's gonna be more than just AI that's gonna come out. And it's inevitable that AI is gonna be, something that's gonna be used. Before you know it, you're gonna open up Ableton Live, you're gonna open up FL Studio, they're gonna have an augmentation device. Oh, what's an augmentation device? Oh, that means when you open up Ableton, you're gonna go over here, you're gonna literally do this, you're gonna hit the menu, it's gonna say augment. And you're like, what's augment? A little box is gonna pop up, you're gonna type in what you want. It's happening. They're working on it right now. And the only reason I'm telling y'all this is because when you understand that this is where the industry is going, you will be able to know what to do. That's why I talk about it so much. So you don't get left behind. None of us need to be left behind because we're creators. We create worlds. And the more that we recognize that we create worlds, we have the power to change someone's perspective. And I recognize that when I went on tour. I didn't realize sitting in this room has changed my life. Like literally. It has changed my life. That's why I bought my house. I bought this house that I grew up in. Just so I could stay in this room and get more creative. These blank walls that, of course I have stuff behind there. My dad put that there. But these walls that are white inspire me. It's a blank canvas. You are here. Start playing your instrument. Like, come on, man. That's what we're supposed to do. And the more you play your instrument as a musician, you're gonna change someone's world. And I don't say that as a flex, but that came with a lot of like, man, here's the thing. The placements I was telling y'all about, that's what this did. That's why I'm able to do this. But it took me like 7 years to get here. I slept on so many couches. I ruined my back for a while. It's a fact. It's a fact. And I don't say this to like flex, but I'm saying this because if I can work hard as a musician in this room for 4 years straight, what goes to show? What goes to show if you do the same thing and put the work in, And then let me keep on going. Because I'm cooking right now. This isn't supposed to come across as harsh, but I feel like it's easier to push AI when you've already made it. I mean, I got my house. I bought a house, cool, but I still gotta pay for it. I'm working every day. I wake up Monday to Sunday. I work every day. Like if I told you, oh yeah, you could have my life, but you know what it requires? You gotta have really good people skills. You gotta talk to people all the time. You got to tell people exactly what you want, and you have to be able to literally put up a result every minute. It might be easy, but having that tour, brother, man, I was responsible for a lot. I didn't realize that I hurt a couple people's feelings in the process. But that's just me being human. I'm human. I'm not perfect. But I don't look at what this is as the destination. The AI can push us to become the greatest version of ourselves, we achieve. That's exactly it. AI was really intended to push us to the highest level. Even if that involves taking someone else's music and making yours be able to extend a little bit with the knowledge of the greatest. Literally, it's intended to make what you're doing better. And that's why I talk about it so much. I talked about music before AI and I had 500 videos. 500. If you don't want to watch any of my newer content, I got a lot of older content that you're gonna love. Success gets you the house. Continued success is how you handle the mortgage. Yes, there's a level of success that I have to make sure I'm on every single day. And part of that is showing up here on the stream. Part of that is showing up, posting all the time. And I don't post to be able to get something out of it. I post because I understand there's a joy there. I make music because I have fun doing art, bro. And it's really meant to push. So let me go ahead and keep going. Last but not, I'm gonna just read I'm gonna skip down. IDK, I originally subbed to watch tutorials because he clearly put it on where, but Carter made pointless when the next video put as an AI bot that didn't craft any kind of sample you specify. Now, here's what I want to say about this video. This is when I realized, this is something I'm realizing. Let me go ahead and hit this video just so I can make sure. Cause I'm realizing a lot of y'all don't watch the whole video. So the whole video, that whole video, let me go to it real quick. Let me just I can hit my analytics. I'm gonna do it in front of y'all just so I can show y'all. The average view duration on this video, the average view duration is 7 minutes and 5 seconds. So you mean to tell me y'all are only watching, there's people who are only watching 7 minutes and 5. It's a 20-minute video. I actually play the instrument. I'm a musician. Come on. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. It's a 20-minute long video, brother. 7 minutes. Only got to 7 minutes. And you mean to tell me? No. I refuse. I refuse to say, I refuse to accept that something that I made was intended to help somebody if they watch the entire video. If you watch the entire video, it is going to help you. And that goes for anybody. That goes for anybody that watches this stream, bro. It is intended to help. If you watch the whole video, you will learn something, because this game that we play, because this is really a game. This game, our attention span is lagging heavy. And YouTube was intended for the long videos. That's why I've been taking these streams and uploading to YouTube. That's what I've been doing. Come on, man. Come on.